Since 1940, the Virginia Institute of Marine Science has offered real-world solutions to some of the most pressing challenges facing the Chesapeake Bay region and the world's waterways. With its unique blend of research, faculty-student collaboration, advisory service, and entrepreneurial programming, VIMS profoundly impacts the quality of coastal and marine life, creates jobs, and benefits the economy. By collecting and synthesizing data on Chesapeake Bay, VIMS can continue to create new insights into the health of our waters.
One of the things that you can do when you have large data sets is you can mine data, you can mine information from those large data sets. It's incredibly important. It gives us an opportunity to establish a baseline for future work. It gives us an opportunity to look backwards and see where we've been and how things have changed. It has a multitude of uses.
If we can get better and better and teach our students how to tap into those data sets and extract useful information, that's something they can take out into the world.
My modeling work is creating three-dimensional models of the coastal waterways to figure out what oxygen levels are doing to make sure that the actions that we're actually taking on the bay are actually going to increase water quality.
VIMS is a leader in shellfish aquaculture and is committed to positioning Virginia to become #1 in the world. From early work on clams on the eastern shore to bringing back seagrass as a habitat for scallops, VIMS is providing the best science and support to our partners in industry.
The future of the seafood industry in Virginia depends a lot on the research that happens at the Virginia Institute of Marine Science. From water quality to the Aquaculture Breeding Center to their study of diseases and habitats.
In the early 1980s, H.M. Terry Company was in the business of growing and shucking oysters. My dad went out to get a sample of oysters to see if they were ready to shuck. He brought them in to my grandfather, who said, "Oh, they look good. I think in a couple weeks we'll be ready." And a couple weeks later he went out and there was not a single live oyster to be found. At that point, we started to sort of switch gears and move towards clam aquaculture. Now we have a hatchery, we're spawning clams, we're growing them up through a nursery system, planting them under beds. All those things were new at the time. That sort of way of growing shellfish was new, and VIMS introduced that science and that technology here and also helped research some different growing techniques. So very instrumental in that.
By strengthening its ties to industry and creating programming that is innovation and business-oriented, VIMS will inspire the next generation of marine entrepreneurs that will benefit the environment and the economy.
Marine entrepreneurs are looking at ways to use technology to advance the field of marine science in ways that are practical, in ways that might be research-oriented for future benefits, but also in ways that affect the quality of life for people that use the coast and to enjoy all the things that the coastal environment gives us.
Really, I would say the training that I got at VIMS and the experience and exposure really played an important role in allowing me to end up working with some really awesome people to develop this really great company that's making some difference in terms of how we analyze how humans impact the seafloor.
The School of Marine Science ranks among the most respected marine education institutions in the world. VIMS prioritizes attracting the brightest minds and most diverse community to its master's and PhD programs and freely shares its research with more than 15,000 community members each year through its many public outreach programs.
We provide an excellent opportunity for training for our students through the research activities that we have.
For kids that are really interested in science or marine life or biology, VIMS provides internships here for high school students, for college students. They make themselves available for field trips for their local schools.
Not everybody continues on in science. They will go out into industry, they will go into business, they will go into management, but they take with them the skills of being very quantitative, analytical, and they have an appreciation and knowledge about how the planet works.
With your support, VIMS can build on this tradition of excellence and allow us to reach new heights. An investment in VIMS can make a lasting impact for Chesapeake Bay and generations to come.